What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hope you guys had a great day today. I think we had some amazing action. All right, large caps and small caps, right? I was in the beginning primarily focused on this beast. All right, I had so many levels marked out. I'll kind of break it down for you guys. All right, small caps though was phenomenal. I mean, LFIW. I missed the beginning, but I caught a nice trade off that one. $5. I'm gonna just dive into Tesla and really focus on this one, and then I'll drop another vid on some smallies. Okay, guys. First of all, this book map is phenomenal. Okay, um, yeah, it's great. Okay, once you really learn it and understand it, it is everything. All right, charts are lagging indicators, the candlesticks, EMAs, all that other stuff. Okay, if you can understand liquidity and break it down and then understand price auction, it is phenomenal. Okay, there's so many other tools too that you can utilize and learn from on the book. Okay, all right, Tesla, let's dive in. All right, um, before I even do that, I want to go over some zones because it's very important. All right, if you guys see this, yeah, ice cream cone, snow cone, amazing. I have all my different levels mapped out differently, and then I already had these as pre-existing zones, right? This is a big hourly zone that I had on Tesla, okay, and this is a big 4-hour one, and so on. What's very important too is don't disregard things breaking down or trying to break out, okay? So I would draw zones intraday, right? 1 hour, and then if you click onto this, you'll see intraday supply zone, okay? These breakdowns are important. Anything that tries to reclaim its stuff is important. And I usually always 100%, not usually, I do it all the time. I will mark these out, and then if these things try to reclaim them, these are intraday zones that I pretty much know when I'm trading into them or utilizing them to see if they're going to be strong on the book, right, with support. Then it makes a lot more sense to me when I'm trading off the book, right? It's very important because things need to reclaim these zones, all right? There's a multiple breakdown zones on Tesla the other day, and then on top of that, and then you have larger time frame zones, right? This is a pretty big 4-hour supply, and then again that hourly, right? Tesla already had trouble doing that, and guys, all this thing did was a nice double top, right, on the daily. Okay, you can see right here on the 5, clear. Okay, this is a beautiful double top right here, guys. Um, so moving forward now, going into the day, all right. Um, boom. Okay. Tesla didn't just do a weak open, right? It actually tried out of the gates with pretty decent volume, and then it pulled back. All right. The reason why I went over first the pullback is because this was a intraday supply demand zone, right? This is where it consolidated, and then it just did an up only move, right? Learned that from a lot of the shorts that I trade with and smallies. This up only move, no pullbacks on the one. Interesting. Ran back into hourly supply and then an intraday breakdown zone and could not sustain. So let's dive into the book. All right. Uh, this is that pullback that you saw over a previous intraday breakdown zone. Okay. There is no bids really supporting this guy. Okay. That's number one. All right. It's very choppy. Okay. And there's no true I would like to say magnets, okay? Anything like this that probably stands out a little bit more, right? If you zoom in your chart or you zoom out, right? Something like this front runner that's on the book is actually standing out a lot more. Okay, if this would have came down here and got tested and there was no appetite for sellers on this one, then I would have been like, okay, makes a little bit more sense, right? But this thing's basically pulls back into a previous breakdown zone on Tesla from the prior day, right? And then starts to retest this upper 225 magnet, okay? Which is a limit order on the book, right? And then after that, you have the next one at 26 bucks, okay? Like anything else, right? As this thing starts to trend, there's no true bid support following price action or price auction, okay? here goes this small little break. Very, very important. A small little break over the 226. Okay, I had 226.09 as a short on this one. All right. Once I saw there was no true bidders on this, this is when I started to hit short. All right. This is a previous area of interest on Tesla. Not only was it a previous high on the daily, but this was a pretty big liquidity section on the chart. Okay, it stands out. All right. From my experience and all the screen time that I get from the book already, when things start to break out, it's very important for there to be true bidders or buyers on the tape following up with this price action. Okay, very important. Okay, and what's also very important is that this basically gets sold into a little bit but pulled, and then a seller came in and took the liquidity from the bid side off the book. Okay, yeah, actually gets filled in between this guy if you spread it. Okay, so they didn't actually remove all the liquidity right there. Very important to understand. Okay, now once this thing starts to break down, sellers are in control, and I can clearly see that on the best bid. Very, very important. All right, now I love to see this type of auction on the book. Once things start to break down, the offer side starts to come in. Okay, this is very important to see if there's going to be continuation to the downside. Okay, whether you're looking at a large cap or small caps, it doesn't matter. All right, this is phenomenal. Okay, this was a bidder here. Okay, was a bidder here, right? Once price action came down and they removed the liquidity on the book, this thing started to consolidate, and then they did a book flip at 225. Okay, you can clearly see this right here. All right, Tesla stood heavy on the book. Very important. Okay, CBD too, guys, is very important to understand and start to utilize. Right? Why is it right? Okay, well it's pretty. I'll break this down real quick. All right, this is going to be your cumulative volume delta. It's going to be buy minus a sell. Okay, this is a beautiful graph chart right here, and it kind of lets you know who's in control. All right, it's just another way to actually see where price action could potentially move. Okay, this is a beautiful thing. Okay, you can see how strong buyers are coming in with this consolidation, and it starts to even pull back along with the chart. Okay, all right. Again, this is beautiful price action right here. All right, Tesla is staying heavy. All right, here goes another book flip. Once this thing breaks, it consolidates, it tries, but then offers still come in on the book. Oh, wow. I'm not going to lie to you. I was talking to Juan when this thing was breaking down. I'm like, I think we're going to see 215. And it's just because I just zoomed out, right, and I saw the liquidity magnets on here from down below. And then I kept seeing every time this thing would break down, it would just have offers placed in over and over and over again. This is exactly what you want to see when something is trending down on the book, in my opinion, over and over and over again, right? And small caps, it happens like this super, super quick, right? And large caps, there's plenty of opportunity. Okay, I marked this zone out too. Very important one, right? Why? Because this is an actual breakdown. All right, and this thing is trying to reclaim right here. Okay, and even though it does, it tries. There was an offer that came in a limit order as this thing started to actually bounce right here. It was already set in place. Okay. These offers, these magnets, guys, you got to think of them as like, okay, this is supply, this is demand. Okay, supply and demand. All right. When things start to open up and there's a lot of dead space in here, or maybe there's not a lot of liquidity on the book, they or the algo is going to try to seek them and test them. Okay. Very important. There was no appetite on this offer. Okay. All right. Very little. Okay. Um, Even when they remove the liquidity on here, there is still no true appetite, and then there's no real bidders following up with this move. Okay. And we are still very backside on Tesla for the intraday setup. Okay. Oh, do I need to update my RAM for this thing? Insane. Okay. Intraday zone still right here. Okay. Guys, I want to show you real quick 220, 11 a.m. All right. 11 a.m. Okay. Very important. This is where Tesla tried to curl and then it broke down. Okay. Cool. Tino wasn't that bad. All right. This is where Tesla tried to curl and then it broke down. Okay. This little push right here too at 1040. All right, there goes our 1040 push. Okay, very very important. And then what's even really more important is that again, I'm actually breaking this down too for a couple of people who asked me a couple of questions. Right, these are intraday breakdown zones that failed. Okay, so as Tesla is trying to retrace, right, this thing all it does is run right into this pre-existing breakdown from Friday. Okay, and there is no support on this at all on the book as this thing is reclaiming. Okay, um, very important too. Even when you're trading anything, right? You guys got to get really used to of drawing out these intraday zones. Right, they're going to be super super helpful for you when on the book. Utilizing the book, in my opinion, to actually see where price action could potentially go, right? If things are not going to have strong bidders on there and it's trying to retrace something, then maybe you should think about what kind of position you want to take, long or short, on this thing. Okay. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. All right. Tesla still needs to try to break down from this 30-minute potential demand zone that it tried to break down right here. So not only was I looking for this when I told Juan, I really think we're going to see 215s on here. And let's go back to the book. Okay. Oh, not T-none. All right. Bring this baby down. All right. There it goes. Okay. Now, right from the very beginning when this thing started pulling back, guys, these limit orders are placed on the book immediately, right? Especially this one. That's the 215 magnet. That was the zone that I just showed you earlier. All right, super super important. All right, every time Tesla started to come in, the book started to flip. Okay, there was no strong appetite for buyers on this at all. All right, it's very important to understand the cumulative volume delta was amazing. All right, oh, there goes another W pattern. I love these on the book too. Really nice double bottom, almost triple bottom off Tesla, off that 215 magnet. Still no bidders. Okay. All right, real quick. I'm gonna be curious about tomorrow. I have to miss out tomorrow. I got something to do. But this area right here, to me, 220s to 222 is going to be a hot spot. I want to see how this opens and reacts to these levels tomorrow. Okay. Some of you guys are probably like, well, what the heck is all this again? What's going on, guys? The only way you're going to get really good at utilizing the book is to just utilize the book. There is no cheat code to this. All right. You got to get used to how they auction the price on the book. Okay. Guys, I'll be doing a lot of pre-market preps, right, in my room. I will be doing a lot of, end of day recaps, or people who really want to learn the book and get together. Like, let's all do it. All right. You need some help? I'll help you, guys. I got a link down below too for people who want to utilize the book. save you you know, pretty good deal for the first 3 months or whatever kind of deal you want to do. The description and link will be down below. Please reach out. Let's go. Let's grind. I cannot believe that I got a 10-point move out of this thing. Mind blown. All right, small caps next. Peace out, Mikey.